Hello, Queens. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my judging experience. My name is Wendy Russo, and I'm a pageant coach, and I am going to be telling you exactly what judges are looking for, no matter what system you're in. So today I judged for Beautiful You, which is a little known pageant in the Midwest, and I'm doing it virtually today, and I'm judging all ages. And the one thing that I'm noticing is with the little ones, if they have a great personality, a cute outfit, and are engaging, I'm going to give them a high score. Now, as we go older and older with the different contestants, I'm going to expect more. So if I'm starting off with a little girl who's maybe 8 or 9 and she's answering questions really well in the interview room, and then I get to a Mrs. who should be really good in the interview room and she's not giving me stories or she's not giving me specifics or she's rambling, I'm going to score her down because at her age, she should know. And if she doesn't know and she's a pageant mom for 15 years, shame on her. That's all I'm going to say. But what I found was there were quite a few older gals, when I say older, I mean over 30, who really were showing no personality at all, just answering questions like you're interviewing for a banking job at Wells Fargo. That is not what pageantry is about. Pageantry is about showing your personality, connecting with people. Part of your job as a title holder is to engage with people as the queen. So if you don't have good people skills, if you're not showing a great personality, I don't know that I'm going to be excited about sending you out to really interact with the public. So think about that. It's not just about what you say, it's about how you say, how you connect. The other thing I found was many of the girls were not even smiling. You're in an interview and you're just sitting there just answering questions like this. How much would you be excited about me answering questions or even telling you about coaching? If I talked to you like this, would you be bored? Would you want to turn the channel? I bet you would. And so did I. So you've got to have a personality. If you're just repeating answers or you're trying to make, like you're so smart and you have all this information, I'm bored. I want you to entertain me with your personality. I want you to tell me a story. The other thing that I noticed is a lot of the girls who are giving introductions are just reciting or reading an introduction. That's not what an introduction is about. Anybody can write an introduction for you. I get people coming to me wanting to pay me to write introductions. I do it all the time. But the real key is being able to make it come alive, make it sound like you care and like you own it. And that means actually having stage presence and speaking skills. Speaking skills are not just answering a question. Speaking skills are not just reciting your introduction. Speaking skills are keeping an audience engaged and getting them to really listen to what you're saying. And believe me, if I were to read exactly what I'm saying right now, and not to actually engage with you, I think you would really notice it. Now, I would be reading exactly the same words that I'm saying, but if I'm not connected, it really doesn't matter at all because you're just going to feel like, I don't really want to have a gal who's like a robot going out and meeting with people. So you really have to be engaged and passionate about what you're saying. I think that as a viewer, you can see it very clearly, but as a participant, sometimes you think you're more engaged than you actually are. The best bet is you should be interviewing, maybe doing mock interviews, tape and record yourself so you can see yourself back. I do think that most of my clients think they're better at interview than they really are. And that's because they have never seen themselves do an interview. And because they're so in their head thinking of their answers, they're thinking they're coming up with these great answers. But again, it's not about what you say as much as it's how you say it. So if you're really not communicating with me and you're just talking at me, I'm not going to give you as good of a score. Now, modeling. Oh my goodness. One girl came out, she really had her modeling moves. I loved it. And that really excites me as a judge. But if I see that you're sloppy with your footwork, you really don't know where to go, or you're just winging it, it's obvious. Sorry. The other thing is, if you're not looking at me as a judge and you're looking at the ground, I cannot possibly score you well. So there are so many elements to a good performance that unless you're a seasoned judge or you're used to going to pageants, you know what to look for, it's hard to know. So if you're new to pageants, that's why having a pageant coach is absolutely crucial. You can't just walk out and expect that it's just walking or it's just answering questions. It isn't. And until you do your first pageant and you win it, and I'm talking a bigger pageant, not just a small local or one that you're up against one or two girls. I'm talking about a serious pageant that requires preparation. If you can win that, now you are a winner. And I'm going to call you a preparation goddess because that's what it requires. It requires you learning how to prepare for a pageant, and sometimes it means seeking for help. I would love to help you prepare for your next pageant. You can contact me through russowendy@yahoo.com. I will post that below, or you can also go to my website, www.wendyrussotv.com. And I'd love to invite you to my page. I actually have a group on Facebook where you can learn more, and I'll give you insights in pageantry, vendors you should go and consider, people who make custom pieces, or if you have darker skin tone, where to go for your shoes. All of that will be found on my group. Now look under Facebook groups. It's called The Winner's Way. So thank you so much for joining me. Subscribe, and don't forget to comment and share this with your friends so that they can learn more about how to win their pageants. Bye, everyone.